The United States Mint has been striking coins for almost 240 years now, and there's been one constant over that long and storied history: the 1-cent denomination. It was the first coin struck by the U.S. Mint when it first opened its doors back in 1787, and it's a coin we are still striking to this very day, with no end in sight in the near future. With a production history stretching over 230 years, it's easy to see how many collectors can simply forget about many of the 1-cent coins that have been released over the years. And tonight we have one of the most popular forgotten cents in United States Mint history. Known as the Wild West penny, these are the Indian head cents, struck by the United States Mint from 1859 until 1909, when it would be replaced by the modern-day Lincoln cent. It's called the Wild West cent by many due to its beautiful design, featuring Lady Liberty wearing the iconic Native American headdress. This stunning collection is the last 30 years of issue. Every coin from 1880 to 1909 struck at the Philadelphia Mint. It's item number 905-4400. That's 905-4400. And at just $179.95 for each of our 30 coin sets, we are more than $200 less than our nearest competition is asking for the same 30 coin set. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933 or head over to our website. The website's avccoins.com. Then once you're there, on the right-hand side of the page is a search bar. Put in 905-4400 and you will get your hands on a collection of the last 30 years of Indian head cents. The most modern coin in this collection is still 115 years old. The Indian head cent was also the workhorse of the American economy in its day, which has resulted in very few coins surviving to modern day in any condition whatsoever. This same collection with our competition is going to cost you upwards of $380. And that's with many of those coins being in genuine condition, aka so heavily circulated you can barely make out that there's a Native American headdress on the coin at all. Some of them can look like hair, they get so worn down. Each of our coins are going to arrive in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition. What that means is they've been hand selected by one of us at a coin show to meet our strict eye appeal and quality standards. Because you're talking about coins that are at least 115 years old, the last thing you want is a coin that you can't even read the date on it to know how old it actually is. Here you can see a close-up of the other side of the 1-cent coin, the Indian head cent. To understand just how rare these coins are, we need to compare them as a series to our more modern day cents. Case in point, the Indian head cent series as a whole, across all 50 years of issue, there are 54 total strikes across that 50 years. 1.8 billion total coins, which may sound like a lot, but to put it into perspective, the United States Mint would produce more Lincoln cents in the first 10 years of the Lincoln cent than the Indian head cent would produce in their entire run. They'd produce well over 2 billion coins by 1919, and they only started that coin in 1909. That's how rare these Indian head cents are. They averaged just 34 million coins per strike. And to put that into perspective, let's look at the 1909 issue. That VDB coin that first came out, the one that made everyone in an uproar, was stopped almost immediately at the United States Mint and swapped out with a new design without the VDB. So a coin that was only in production for a short time at the US Mint still struck well over 28 million coins. I'm sorry, billion coins. No, 28 million, apologies. So the Indian head cent averaged per strike only a little bit more than a coin that was only in production at the United States Mint for a short time. In 2023, the United States Mint was striking 376.9 billion pennies a month. That's 4.5 billion for the entire year. I'm sorry, 4.5 trillion for the entire year. It breaks down to 12,563,333 coins per day. So that means after just 3 days in 2023, you would strike more coins than you would see in an entire year on average in the Indian head cent series. They would strike more coins during the 2009 centennial celebration in 2009 for the Lincoln cent than they would in the entire series of the Indian head cents. It's why these coins are so expensive with our competition. A complete collection like this, with many of the coins in terrible condition, to be honest, would still cost you upwards of $380. We are more than $200 less, and each of our coins are going to arrive encapsulated and in our beautiful collector's display. Just the coins from the 1900s, so from 1900 to 1909, those coins alone cost $225. So our 30 coin set is $45 less than just those coins from the 1900s. It's one of the best values you are going to see tonight, and it's because it is one of my favorite coins. Gone are the days when you could find an Indian head cent in your pocket change, because if you've done that today and found one, somebody has made a very big mistake, because these coins are worth a lot more than pocket change nowadays. $380 for the entire collection with our competition. All of our coins are in significantly better collector's quality circulated condition, will arrive encapsulated in our beautiful collector's display, and you're also going to save more than $200 versus them. One thing many have forgotten is the reason that many of these Indian head cents were destroyed over time was due to their copper content. These coins were struck during the years of the Civil War, which meant many of the earlier dates had been destroyed, and as a result, these later dates were circulated until they were basically useless. There's also the several millions and tens of millions that were sent back to the government when they were finally able to turn in small coins all the way back in 1904. This entire collection is just $179.95, more than $200 less than our nearest competition. At that good a value, it is not going to last long, and we only have a limited number of complete sets left in stock. Call in now and get yours while you still can.